Pakistani-American relationship. Now, one of the high points recently was the visit of Vice President Dick Cheney. He was here. Now, while he was here, when he left, of course, there were many reports talking about a tough message that was delivered and so forth. And of course, later on, some American spokespersons, the White House, they played down those reports and also some Pakistani spokespeople as well. Now, you were with the Vice President while he was here. What's the real story?
Well, the real story is just what you heard from people speaking officially, including a senior official on the Vice President's plane who said he was surprised by these reports of a tough message from the Vice President, because that isn't the Vice President's style. It's also not the style and tenor of this bilateral relationship. We face a lot of hard, complicated issues. We face them together. The Vice President came here to consult on what the best way forward is for us, for Pakistan, for Afghanistan in this difficult border region. But that's what it was. It was a process of evaluation, of consultation. How do we go forward from here?
Now, Ambassador, after the 1980s and the war in Afghanistan, the Soviet invasion and whatever came after that, now, these days, we are witnessing, of course, very close Pakistani-American cooperation. And of course, a lot of people, this is an academic question, really. A lot of people talk about the kind of bridges we've built, both nations back in the 1980s, both governments, people in government working with each other. And now we get another chance to really work closely. How would you describe, being part, of course, of all of this Pakistani-American dialogue and cooperation, how would you describe the kind of understanding? Do we understand each other? Do the American officials coming here understand the Pakistanis? And do the Pakistani officials understand the Americans? Do we have that closeness?
I think this is a very important question. I certainly came to Pakistan in the fall of 2004, informed certainly by the policy that President Bush and his administration had set toward Pakistan, but also informed by our history of how we had a very close relationship in the 80s and then became estranged in the 90s. And we had to rebuild it all over again after 9/11.